Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, bringing another StarCraft commentary. We got game number 6. Game number 6 of the second set of the playoffs from the 2006 Sky Pro League Round 1. We got CJ versus MBC game, and this is a 2v2, another 2 versus 2 match. And we're going to have TheZerg. And C, TheZerg is his name. If you're new to this scene and you think I'm just saying, oh, he's going to be playing TheZerg. No, his name is actually TheZerg. You can see there on the screen. TheZerg and C versus Mingu and Rage. And this is going to be Rage over here. He's the only Protoss in the game. It's going to be the blue Protoss down here in the bottom right. Looks very ragey, doesn't he? And he's going to be, okay, this is the yellow Zerg. And we're going to see, they show their faces. So that looks like that is Mingu. So they're actually, everyone is diagonal from their partner, ladies and gentlemen. So that means the green Zerg is going to be TheZerg. And, like, seriously, who names themselves TheZerg? Like, come on. Can't come up with something better than that. I think he had another name, actually, which was a little bit weirder, though. Didn't he, or something? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll go ahead and check in the background here. But, anyway, so we're gonna have two. This is the map. I always forget the map names for some reason. No, I just checked. He is just TheZerg. He was just called TheZerg. So we never went by anything else. This is the map called Iron Curtain. It's this one right here. Got this iron curtain, I guess, leading down the middle of the map. It's dividing the left and the right sides of the map. So you can end up with your ally on the same side as you or your enemy. And in this case, we've got the enemies. So we're going to have a ZVP on one side and a ZVT on the other side. But, you know, as we saw in the previous 2v2 match for this set, it doesn't always work that way. It's not just a 1v1 versus 1v1. Oftentimes, there's going to be a little bit different stuff going on because there's another whole ally over there. And so, like, it's easiest for the Zerg players to get Mutalisks out and be able to join their ally on the other side of the map. And so, oftentimes, you see the Zerg players going for a little bit of defensive play in order to be able to get out those Mutalisks and defend if their opponent attacks them. So, but, you know, it could be different depending on who, because, you know, we have... hold on, let me get the names up here, ladies and gentlemen. I got this set up ahead of time. There we go. Mingu is facing a Terran, and so he's going to be playing things a little bit differently here, and his defense is going to be a little bit different versus the Zerg is facing against the Protoss, and he's going to be doing something different as well. And he's actually gone for very fast 6-ling, well, relatively fast, I should say. It looks like it was 9 pool, with gas as well. So he's going to be putting some pressure onto Rage, and it stands to a lot of reason that you would want to do that. I feel like, you know, the Protoss can also get Corsairs out, and if they let them get Corsairs out early, if you don't put them on the back foot, then they can really sort of dominate. I think, like, it feels like a little bit easier for Protoss players to get flying things out as well, not just Corsairs, but shuttles, and you can get Reavers and what have you. So you really make an impact on the map a little bit easier, I think, than a Zerg would, but, I'm sorry, than a Terran would, but, you know, it all depends on your build, I suppose. Anyway, but either way, the Zerg is trying to put some pressure on. Looks like he's just made these 6-lings. He's getting the speed upgrade, probably, and he's going to go ahead and hunt down that probe. Actually, and those are not speed upgrade Zerglings yet, so the probe just kind of getting in the wrong place. A nice little surround there by the Zerg in order to get those down. So, yeah. Oh, whoa, that's 2 starports, ladies and gentlemen. I was like trying to figure out, like, I got just a little bit distracted by something off screen, and I was like trying to get back into the game, and I was like, wait a minute, that's 2 starports. So we have a really fast air rush here. Was what it looks like. Wait. The Zerg already has lair. It's a very fast lair. But what is he getting with it? He hasn't gotten expansion. So this is our situation that we see emerging, is that Mingu has expanded, the Zerg has not. So if it lasts a little bit, you know, if this ends up going longer, then Mingu's could have a little bit of advantage. And see, this is, I feel like it's a little bit easier to defend an expansion against a Terran player. So we have him putting a colony down here. He's got a few Zerglings here, just trying to buffer. He's going to pick those off eventually, but he's just buying time till that sunken colony comes up, and now he's going to try and block to make sure that the Vulture can't get by. But there's 2 starports pumping out rates now, and so that is going to be something that he's going to have to deal with very soon, because Mingu expanded. He is not close to his spire yet. Let's see. Wait, what is the Zerg doing? They just keep showing his base, and they keep seeing a lair. Does he have a spire that was off screen that I missed? I'm not sure. So now we have Mingu getting a Spire actually himself. So is the Zerg, did he just go fast lair and then not get a Spire? That's what happened. Okay, that's weird. Did he get fast lair so he could get Overlord some sort of Overlord upgrade, like drop transport? Overlord transport? Is that what he did? So he can like transport some lings over the top of the map or something like that? I'm not sure what the fast lair was without getting a Spire. That's a little bit weird. Because now, even though Mingu expanded first, he's gonna have a faster Spire, and he has a Hydral's Den, and he has more stuff, and better economy, and the Zerg just, I guess, made the, okay, so that's what's going on. He made some Zerglings, and he's gonna drop the Zerglings. Oh, okay, so this is what I kind of thought, and once we saw those Overlords over the mineral patches, we were able to see what's going on. The Zerg is now expanding, but he's dropping a lot of Zerglings out here as well. And it looks like something died there next to those minerals, so he knows it's coming now. But are we going to see an attack? And this is crucial. He's forcing sunken colonies, and then the Wraiths are going to come in. He's running right by the Hydralisks. Oh, he can even kill those Hydralisks if he wants to, actually. He's running right into the main. And Mingu is barely trying to get out some Zerglings right now to defend this, but he is not prepared at all because he was just defending against vultures and Wraiths, and there's just an absolute rampage. Zergling's killing all of his drones right now. He's able to run away to his natural where he does have sunken colonies, so he's going to be able to defend, but now there's Wraiths in his main as well. The Spire is up. Does he have enough gas in the bank to actually make like some Scourge to deal with these Wraiths? But there's a Corsair actually there to deal with the Wraiths. That's going to be helpful. It's only one Corsair though, so it's not going to be too helpful. One is not too helpful, haha. And now he's got two Corsairs though, and with only two Wraiths left, he's going to be forced to retreat. Some Scourge are out as well, so it looks like CJ's team, Mingu and Rage, are going to win the air battle. Oh, but he's, oh, nice. Getting that cloak, of course. And so he's going to be able to pick off those Corsairs without them being able to put up a fight. Continue to pump out more Wraiths here. Nicely done. That Wraith was, that cloak move was just really, really well done. And now he's picking off all of these counter units. Picking off the Corsairs, picking off the Scourge. And look at his Rage has actually been forced into double Stargate play. Now this is actually pretty good because he can do this. He's a Protoss player. He's put a cannon and a fort and a block at his choke point, and he only has to worry about ground forces from the Zerg. So, you know, if he's got a nice little counter to the Zergs, you know, sending in Zerglings or whatever, he can get away with this, and he can devote all of his resources to getting more Corsairs out, and that's it's gonna be a strong play. The Zerg now getting down some sunken colonies of his own because I don't know if he knows about the 2 Stargates, but either way, even if there are 2 Stargates, then you still have to worry about Zealots coming in or something like that, and that's exactly what he's following up with. He's gotten some additional gateways down, getting the Citadel down. Is he gonna get Templar Archives? Probably, but I'm curious to see if it's only Templar Archives, if he actually is gonna get the speed upgrade for his Zealots. And wait, is C expanded as well? That's actually pretty cool. He was able to get an expansion out here, so we're gonna see a bit of a macro game here, actually, in a way, because we've got 3 players with expansions. Rage is the only one slacking off behind, just getting a bunch of, well, cool stuff and tech. Oh, here we go. He's trying to chase down these Raids. A nice cloak. Are the turrets going to be enough to defend? It looks like it is. He gets behind the turret fire, and he's not willing to move his Overlords and his Mutalisks into that one turret fire, actually. Probably could have gotten away with it, but... anyway, so it's going to be a little bit of a game of multi-chicken, where a lot of these players are going to be trying to dance in and out of each other's range and try and do some damage without taking damage. But it's, you know, it's much easier to be punished if there's 2 opponents to punish you than just 1. So that's what they're going to have to worry about here. And so he has to be very, very careful with those Raids, actually. If he does kind of lose the track of those Raids for one moment, then he could get lit with a lot of Scourge and some Corsair fire. He's being very careful with them, though. But, you know, I feel like, oh, there's even Valkyries out. Wow. No, well, 1 Valkyrie, at least. He could be getting more. But, wow. That is a cool move, actually. That is so cool. It's going to be very strong against the Corsairs, against enemy Mutalisks, which are likely to come out at some point. It's going to be pretty strong against the Scourge, too, actually. So, a nice decision there to get some Valkyries, just to make sure that he's basically trying to 1v2 the air. I'm not sure why the Zerg isn't really getting a lot of air units here. He got some Scourge earlier, but he's mostly defending the ground. He is getting... Okay, he got Mutas on the side, but they get popped. Absolutely popped with some Scourge and Mutalisks over there. So, yeah, the Zerg is now in a little bit of danger. It's up to C to single-handedly have an air army that can defeat both of his opponent's air armies at the same time. That's going to be a tough order to meet. In the meantime, Mingu is doing some damage there. They're both doing damage to the Zerg, so he's got to do something very soon here. There's a nice row of sunken, so the Zerg doesn't have to worry about much about the ground attack at this point. But, oh, and here comes the air attack, in fact, and he's even going to cloak the Wraiths there. Valkyrie is doing significant damage. He needs to probably fire on the Mutalisk, though he does get some volleys off on the Mutalisk. The Mutalisk getting completely obliterated there. He got the Scourge as well. The Scourge were not able to land because of the cloak. They got all confused, and everything got taken out. This is just being played beautifully by C. You know, it was a tall order for him to 1v2 the air, but he's accomplished it, ladies and gentlemen. He's taken control of the air. He's forced back both of his opponents, and gotten himself into a pretty good situation here. Now he can come in here and harass as well. There is a Spore here, but he's just diving on top of the Spore. If he can get, actually, the Valkyries are pretty beefy if he can get them to soak up damage, and actually he has, but now there's, wait, are the Wraiths left? It's so hard to tell. There's not many pixels here. The cloak is actually making him actually invisible to me as an observer, because there's just not enough pixels to to see the messed up, or not messed up, the low opacity of Wraiths. Is Rage going to come in here for a bit of an attack? Is he going to go for a run by? He is going to run right by the Sunkens, and there's no Zerglings to stop him. He's going to get all the way into the main. This could be a nice counter blow that could get them back into the game. I feel like MBC Games 2v2 team has kind of been in the lead for well, a couple minutes now since that nice victory by C, but it looks like he's gonna have some Mutals here. He's gonna clean up these ults, but not before losing a Spore, losing some drones, losing some dignity. I mean, maybe not really, but he's getting a lot of harassment in here though. Oh, he's gonna get the Spire. Oh, I didn't even see the Spire underneath there, under that cloud of airiness, but they clicked on it and I was able to see that the Spire went down there. So very nice little clutch run by. That wasn't even a lot of Zealots. That was not a very big commitment at all, actually. He ran by like 6 or 7 Zealots or something like that at the most. And but here's the counter attack, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, there's only Valkyries there. Oh wait, but the Valkyries are making sure no Overlords are there or any Mutas. Well, the Zerg's Mutalists come in, and there's the Wraiths as well to follow up. So now they've got the anti-ground army. They can actually do some damage here. I was like, there's only Valkyries there. They can't fire downwards. They're just chilling there. And he is just rampaging around with those Valkyries, killing all of the Overlords. And, you know, they killed the Corsairs earlier as well. And it looks like they're going to tit for tat with those Spires, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they're going to get Mingu's Spire as well. Was that a High Templar? Oh, is this a Templar drop? Does he have a Storm drop here, or maybe DTs? And it is DTs, and he killed that Spore previously with his Zealots, which means it's going to be difficult for him to get in here and actually clean up these 2 DTs. They're chopping down so many drones with their big blades, and I think the Zerg's probably not going to die from that, but he's lost a few drones already, and he's losing a lot of mining time as well. Oh man, so many kills on these Dark Templar, actually. Looks like 7 or 8 drone kills there. Beautiful play by Rage. Nicely done, getting those Dark Templar in there, knowing that he'd already previously picked off that Spore colony. That might have been his plan all along, going for the Spore earlier. Of course, he could be thinking of, you know, Mutalisks from Mingu as well. It's just you know, the air is very important on this map. So, is he gonna get the lair? Wait, he's not responding enough or quickly enough. He's gonna get the, oh no, the lair's gonna go down. Does he not have Overlord speed upgraded? He doesn't have Overlord speed upgraded, and now he can't upgrade it because his lair is dead. Oh no. So, you know, both players kind of having their Zerg crippled. Both teams, I should say, having their Zergs crippled. But maybe the Zerg is now even more crippled because Mingu didn't lose his base. He just lost some drones and some crucial tech buildings, but now the Zerg has lost all of his drones and all of his tech buildings. And never mind, just as I say that, we go back and it looks like Mingu never recovered from that, and he is losing all of his stuff in his main as well. Looks like he's lost all of his tech, and he is going to lose his lair in addition to that. So they're trading Zergs, and we may end up having a Protoss versus Terran air battle or air match at some point soon here. Yeah, look at that. The Zerglings are out there, but it looks like they are going to get the DT, but not before he cleans up everything in that base. Even getting the Evo Chamber. A nice little attack here by C, actually. He's been building up ground forces in the meantime as well. He's got Goliath. They're not the best against Sunken Colonies, but when your opponent has nothing else to add on to the Sunken Fire, you can go ahead and win that way. And it looks like he might actually... I mean, he might even just be able to take Mingu out right now. The Zerg... Oh, no. Okay, that was a total double whiff. 2 storms, 0 kills for Rage. Not good at all. He needed to completely eliminate the Zerg with that storm drop if he had a chance of winning, because now Mingu is being eliminated and the Zerg is going to be able to stay alive. These Valkyries are going to chase around and actually kill off. Oh, and he's coming back in for a second one. Does he have another storm in the bank? He does. There we go. Now he lands a nice storm on there. But again, only killing like 2 or 3 drones there, so not a crucial kill. Mingu is out of it. Mingu is out. He has basically been eliminated. He may end up having a building left alive, but he's going to get eliminated eventually. Oh, he's actually, look at this. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. He actually glitched his drones through to build a base on the other side of the map, but it's actually right next to the Zerg's base. So, and he just ran his lings by there. He might not have seen it, but he will eventually, and then that'll get taken out. But, I guess, I mean, like, he was worried about the Goliaths killing off a base if he made it on the side there, but anyway. Oh, this is interesting. There's an Arbiter Tribunal here getting picked away up by a few Zerglings. And, I mean, Rage has gotten up an expansion in the meantime, by the way. And he's killed off, you saw him earlier killing off his own gateway to kind of make room for that. So, crucially, C doesn't really have much to actually go to that side of the map and actually help kill Rage. Mingu is dead, but Rage is still going pretty strong. There's got a little bit of a window before C can get over the ridge and join the Zerg. So right now, Rage kind of has a little bit of an advantage because the Zerg was pretty badly damaged. He lost his main, he lost his tech. Lost a few drones. Well, he actually lost a lot of drones earlier, but he lost a few with that. Only a few with the storm drops. Yeah, that's like his last building. Mulis are going to pick it off eventually because Rage cannot get Corsairs out. He's pretty much has to cede the air at this point. There's too many Valkyries and Mulis to be able to deal with this. And, you know, so actually, and the Zerg getting more Mulis in here, he may have rebuilt his tech in the meantime. Does he just get eliminated? Yeah, he just got eliminated from the game. So, Mingu dead and out of the game completely. It's now a 1v2. And I mean, like, is there a way that Rage can actually win a 1v2? I don't think there is. Is there? Well, I mean, never underestimate the power of the Templar. The high and the dark. And why is the high? I guess they're not really opposites. I was going to say, why is high the opposite of dark? But I guess they're not opposites to begin with. But, Templar can kill Zerg very easily, like this storm right there. Nicely done. He's diving in, trying to kill off the Templar. And it looks like they didn't have a ton of storm. Oh man, yeah. So he's even if you don't kill the Templar, the High Templar, if you make him use the storms, it's like almost as good. And he ends up killing some Templar and wasting some storms with those Mulas. So nicely done. So, I mean, but Rage can still theoretically pull something out. I mean, maybe he goes carriers or something like that. Oh, we're going a drop in here. Oh, no, but he just doesn't have anything to deal with this. All those Goliaths, he did build up something to get them over to this side of the map. The Arbiter's there, but it's not going to be able to do much against the Goliaths. He's actually dropping right on top of the gateways. He's not going for the gateways, though. He's going for the supply line and trying to go for that Nexus, it looks like. I'm not sure what's going on there exactly with C's troops. They're kind of just attacking a bunch of random stuff. But the Mulas are there as well. And here comes the Valkyries, just in case there's any kind of air units. Rage is bringing back his army. He's going to have one chance to deal with this. If he doesn't deal with this and clean it up somehow, and he could with some clutch storms. A couple storms going off, one storm on top of his gateway, not the best thing to storm. And the follow-up with extra units and some tanks this time is probably going to finish Rage off. I think it's going to be over pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. It looks, well, let's see, the Goliath's getting killed off, cleaned up there. The Mulists, I'm not sure what happened to them. Did they actually get cleaned up as well? It looks like there's not too many left. Is it a good idea to drop again? After that cleanup, they may not want to go in for a second drop immediately. But at this point, again, it's like it's 2v1. And so, like, eventually, I don't think Rage can hold off. I mean, he needs to be super duper cost effective. He needs to trade double. He needs to trade double for the cost of what he's producing. And I just don't see a way for him to do that. Even with High Templar, it's just so difficult to do that. And especially because now he has tanks here as well. The tanks are clumped up. Maybe if he gets off a couple really clutch storms on those tanks, he could kill, you know, 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them in a couple shots. Maybe, I don't know. But the mutalisks are making sure that that's not going to happen. Saying, you know what, if you've got any storms, you've got to use them on these mutas. Otherwise, they're going to kill your Templar. And yeah, it's just kind of a matter of time here, ladies and gentlemen. But again, if you're Rage, you can't leave. You can't leave, even though you know it's inevitable that you're going to lose, because this is game 6 and your opponents are up 4-1. And if you lose this, the opponents are up 3-2. And if you lose this game, it's going to be 4-2. And so there we go. Here's this chance to break out some nice storms on top of those tanks. And there are nothing there. There's nothing there to actually protect it. He actually kills off all the tanks, but here's another set of dropships dropping yet more units in here. Does he have enough to clean up the second wave? It looks like he does not. And there's the GG, ladies and gentlemen. MBC Game Hero, second 2v2 team, has taken the win and taken the victory and taken the series for their team. So MBC Game Hero has actually won 2 best of 7s in a row and only losing 3 games across all of the games. They're looking really, really strong, ladies and gentlemen. Winning this series against CJ 4-2. Wow. Very, very impressive. And they're going to be going up next against, and I'll pull up this, let's pull up the format here for a second here. So again, there's an error on the thing. It's not STX Seoul in second place. It was CJ. But SK Telecom is, look at that. They're all tied 7-3, by the way, as well. So they might be a pretty even match. But SK Telecom is the #1 team, historically very strong team as well, in the round 1 series. So, if MBC Game Hero could do it, that'd be pretty amazing. If they can win 3 best of 7s in a row to take the winning position for the first round, it'd be absolutely amazing. But they've got 1 best of 7 left to go against the very strong SK Telecom team. So we'll see how that goes. And they don't know it yet at this point in time, but we know that even if they don't, they're gonna have a second chance in round 2 as well, where they will maybe have to go up against CJ again, actually, if they get to that point. So very, very cool set of games, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. We're going to start the next best of 7 again. I've decided not to do anti-spoiler videos for this series, these games, just because it'd be a lot of it. Like, I think if the first game was 4-0, I'd have to do 3 anti-spoiler games, and I just wouldn't quite work out. So apologies if it's a little bit, but there's usually a couple days between the games being uploaded anyway, so hopefully that's enough time for you to watch them, so you're not spoiled by looking at your list or something like that. Apologies to those of you that save them up and binge watch the mole trap videos in a streak, which I know a couple people have told me they do. So anyway, but that's gonna do it for this series. So the next series again is gonna be another best of 7, and let me just go ahead and check what the first game is gonna be. C versus Boxer is going to be, the Terran versus Terran is going to be a nice first game for that set. That'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Hope you are as well. But thanks for watching this game, and hope you're all doing well. Take care.